Let's talk about, first of all, congratulations, Sons of Anarchy. People absolutely love this show, and you've done such a... and good for you. Thanks. It's just such a great show. And you know what's so funny is that it's a show that people probably had one idea about you, and you had sort of one certain fan base. Now you do Sons of Anarchy, and it has changed everything.
It definitely has. It has widened my base.
Yeah. Well, you now are a pinup girl for motorcycle clubs.
I am. I'm on the cover, yes.
Well, yeah, well, let's look at this. You are on the cover. I've dreamed of this, of being on the cover of Quick Throttle. Look at that.
Pretty freaking awesome, yes. I like
you look
the title.
It's incredibly sexy, and but I also Quick Throttle. It's just fantastic.
It is pretty fantastic, yes.
And
you know you're on the bike backwards, right?
I am on the bike.
Okay.
I do know that. I've learned a few things.
All right.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious. Like, how do biker guys and biker men and women must be coming up to you all the time now?
Oh, well, or people that are fond of that culture or are interested in that culture.
I see.
I mean, we did a bike rally. Now I go to a lot of bike rallies and meet my new fan base. And we've had some interesting interactions. One time, I went to the biker rally with Charlie Hunnam, who plays my son.
Your son. Mm-hmm.
And a guy came up and he had me sign my name on one leg, and Charlie signed his name on the other guy's leg. And then we took a little break, came back half hour later, and the guy had tattooed my name down his leg and Charlie's name. Now, I don't know if that's indicative of a biker culture, but it was an interesting fan moment.
I'm curious about the half hour.
Like, I know what happened then. How quickly?
No, who goes and gets a tattoo like fast?
I do. I don't know.
Half an hour?
There's a place that sells churros and tattoos.
And it looked like a prison tat. You know, it was. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those.
Yeah.
But
Yes, I've.
It was a rough tat.
I've only seen a prison tat. So was that the oddest autograph request that you've had?
Well, I've had a few. No, I think the oddest one was I was at the DMV with my 18-year-old daughter. She was 16 at the time, getting her driver's license. Mm-hmm. And a guy comes up to me and he says, "Oh, would you sign my parole card?" I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, I just got out. We watch you all the time." I said, "Well, what did you do? You know, like just."
Did you ask?
Yeah, of course I did. I said,
good.
"What'd you do?" He said, "Robbery. I was in for 5 years." I said, "Well, don't, be careful now. Don't do anything else." He goes, "No, I'm reformed."
Be careful sounds like don't get caught.
Well, no, I didn't mean don't get caught. I meant, just...
Now be careful next time.
It does, actually.
If there are any witnesses, murder them. Wow. That's I would think intense. And also to know that in prison they're watching the show all the time.
Well, they also watched Married with Children. Peg was a big...
I can imagine,
I mean, my fan mail was, I'd say, 75% from prison. So I'm used to that audience. I don't know what that says.
I'm only at 65%.